guys, Deepit here, and today we have another Kotobukiya Bishoujo unboxing. We are returning to the My Little Pony series. That's right, all you bronies, take a gander at, who's this? Princess Celestia. I have no idea who this is. I feel like she's, well, obviously with the word princess, and I guess she's royalty. Believe it or not, I am not a big My Little Pony fan. I am not a brony, as they call them. I know it's a cartoon that has a very large, and I mean large, fandom. And yeah, you might be wondering, why am I purchasing these? And I've said these on my other My Little Pony Bishoujo statue unboxing videos. I just like the designs of these. Okay, I think it's pretty cool. I like collecting unique things. I would never buy this. I'm not, yeah, that's not my thing, right? But I do like buying these. I like the anime aesthetic. I just think it's super stylized and really cool. I just like it in general for obvious reasons. I picked this up as well as another like princess pony. I forgot her name, but I will unbox that soon. She's like purple and blue. I'll show you a picture of this in the editing process. I'll just add this in. So we have Princess Celestia. So Princess Celestia actually came out in June of last year of 2022. It came out here in the West in August of last year. It is a 1/7 scale figurine that stands 235 millimeters tall. It is a PVC and ABS plastic figurine. Princess Celestia's retail price is at $159.99. It's one of the more expensive statues, but to be fair, it also comes with an extra figurines. And it is sculpted by Koei Matsumoto and Takashi under the Kotobukiya brand. And then of course the sculpt is inspired by Shinya Yamashita's art of Princess Celestia. And if you don't know, this is a Hasbro IP, so the licensing goes to Hasbro. So shoutouts to Hasbro and Kotobukiya for working on this amazing piece. They also do, I believe, G.I. Joe and a couple of other really strong intellectual properties. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at the box and then we'll open this up, right? So let's start with the front of the box. The front of the box features this nice big window to see the Princess Celestia anime waifu Bishoujo statue right here, as well as the Princess Celestia pony figurine that's on the bottom right over here. On the bottom right, you have the Princess Celestia pony, and then on the left, you have the Princess Celestia waifu right here. On the bottom it says Princess Celestia. Over here on the top right, you have the My Little Pony logo. On the top here, you have an open plastic window, My Little Pony Bishoujo statue in text, and on the bottom it says Princess Celestia. On the left side panel, you have the illustration from Shinya Yamashita. This, like, the art is actually pretty amazing. I love her hair, the colorful pink and teal gradient hair. And then you have the Princess Celestia horse pony thing on the bottom. And then on this side, you have another window. You have a little, I don't know what it says, tiara, crown, symbol, crest, I don't know, whatever it is. Some more text over here. On the back of the box, you have an up-close shot of the Princess Celestia waifu statue. You have a full body statue over here, as well as the pony, and then you got some up-close detailed shots in these little picture frames. On the bottom left here, you have a teaser image of, there she is, Princess Luna. Yeah, so Luna right here, it's actually available now, but it says on the bottom. I guess Princess Luna came out first. I do have it, but I decided to unbox the Princess Celestia statue because I like the design more. So I decided to open this one first. Also, you probably noticed that the entire box has this really cool like holographic glitter design. You can see the light refracting on it. You can see like the little sparklies around. So that's a really cool. It kind of gives the entire packaging and product like some type of like limited edition vibes. It definitely gives it like a very special look. So that's pretty cool. Like the other Bishoujo statues for the My Little Pony series, the boxes, the packaging was really plain, but these are very special. I'm assuming because Princess Celestia and Princess Luna, I'm assuming they're like major characters, like really special characters. I don't know anything about like the ponies, like the actual products, the toys. I don't know if they're like special edition or they're rare. I have no idea. I do know there's like a pony named Rarity, but anyways, that's besides the point. So yeah, that's pretty cool that the entire packaging is like all glittery and pretty and sparkly. But anyways, let's go ahead and open this box up, shall we? All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the pieces of tape. Oh, this is pretty cool. So you open it up, the flaps here are actually wings. So that's pretty cool. Nice little winged flaps. Nice detail, I like that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this out. It's a pretty hefty boy. And then the entire inside of the box is like a nice shimmery gold. And I'm just gonna toss this box. So, as most Kotobukiya Bishoujos, they come in this like nice plastic box protective casing. And there's bits and pieces of tape on all the sides of it, so we're just gonna go ahead and cut that out. All right, and caution to those who decide to purchase one of these statues. Remember, guys, you don't ever want to open these statues like this. You do not want to do that, okay? If you do this, as you can see, the statue might fall straight down, hit the floor. It might break a piece, it might shatter. They might have some pieces that might like snap. You don't want to do that. You want to be very careful, okay? So open the statue like so, okay? Just up and down, okay? Not sideways. We're gonna start with the Princess Celestia humanoid form first, and then we'll talk briefly about the pony. So Princess Celestia comes in this like plastic baggage right here. We're gonna take this out, and then you have this plastic wrapping around her hair. We're also just gonna remove this. Whoa, wow, she is really pretty. So they have this plastic wrap surrounding her hair to avoid her hair like scratching the dress. But I'm already looking at this, and there's a lot of really nice details. So let's go ahead and zoom in and let's talk about Princess Celestia, shall we? All right, as usual, we're gonna start with the face. All right, so the face of Princess Celestia, you can already tell the skin of her tone is a absolute pale white. So there is no like warmth to her. I don't know if that's just because the pony herself is white. It doesn't look like she has any like flesh or blood or warmth like going through her body. You know, the color white is supposed to represent like purity and innocence. So I don't know if that's why she's this way. I have no idea, but yeah, you could tell she's a very like desaturated white. There is no warmth to her at all. She almost kind of looks like a zombie. So her eyes are a lot more cat-like. You know, they're a lot wider, they're smaller, and I guess slantier is the word I could use. So it gives her a more like sophisticated look, I guess, almost like royalty, you know, because she's kind of just like almost leering into you while she looks at you. Eyes kind of almost side-eyed. It's like not straight in the middle, kind of like she's like looking at somebody almost like she's too good for you. So I don't know, I haven't seen the show, so I don't know if her attitude is like kind of pompous because obviously she's a princess, but that's what her like face kind of gives off the vibe. Her nose is like it's pretty sharp. Her nose is pretty sharp. So her lips are very puckered. Usually anime characters, they have like a more of a wider open mouth when they're more outgoing, where they're more loudly spoken. So I'm assuming she's soft spoken. I don't know if there's any My Little Pony fans who know about the character, like feel free to speak on it in the comment section below if I'm right about this. I'm just going off on what I see in her face. Then we have her crown over here. So the crown has a nice gold paint finish, kind of to give off like a very metallic look. That's pretty nice. There's a purple jewel here as well. The crown is actually pretty thin. And then the hair is really cool. It almost looks like kind of like a cotton candy in a way, but just multiple colors. And it's, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Yeah, it's pretty sparkly. There's some like bits of glitter that's just scattered all over the hair. And what's great about the hair as well, and this is something you cannot see on the camera, but the hair is almost translucent. I could actually see the light from my window peering through the purple, and then also right here in some of the like the light green, the sea green color, and the pink as well. The light's actually shining through. The hair is not a solid color. It's almost like a gradient as well. Like it's not just green here, and it's not just pink and purple or blue. It's almost like it goes from a dark blue to a light blue. So that's really nice details. But the problem I have here is that some of the hair pieces aren't very flush to the hair. So like for instance, you can see right here where the end is for the blue. It looks like it just got glued on. And then right here from the purple to the blue, you can kind of see a separation of where they attach the pink and the blue right there. You can see it as well right here, kind of. I mean, it's not as apparent that it was down here, but you kind of see where they attach like the dark pink or purple, I don't know what color that is, and then the blue streak. The hair looks great from far away, but when you look at it up close, you'll see some inconsistencies and just, you know, it's just not as flush. You can just kind of see these like weird additions right here. The paint job over here, there's a little bit of blue that's kind of bleeding into the pink. So that's a couple of things that I noticed. But overall, I think the hair design is really beautiful. I love the colors. I love the gradients. I love the transparency between all of them. It's just that there's a couple of imperfections, and that's rare for me to say when it comes to like the Bishoujo statues, but I don't know if it's just because the hair is so intricate. I don't know, that's the hair. Let's go back to her dress, shall we? So these feathers, they're also pretty translucent. I can see the light peering through the feathers here. You can actually see the etching of each feather. You can see the details of the feathers, and then you can see her bust right here. She's pretty built. You can see her abs kind of into the dress. You can see her rib cage, her abdomen, almost like you can see her hips and her back arch. So her dress is almost like a nice pearl look to it, and it's also kind of insinuating that it's very thin, because obviously if this was a thicker dress, there was no way you would see the outlines of her rib cage. You can actually see the individual rib cage almost with like the bump that's given here on the sculpt. Yeah, that's how thin I guess the dress would be. She has this nice belt or sash, I don't know what to call this thing, but it's covered in a nice gold finish right here. You can see the gold shimmering in my lights, and then you have like a little sun pendant thing right there that's kind of dangling on the belt. Her fingers, she's kind of doing, I don't know what kind of like what she's doing with her hand. She's like holding a pencil. I don't know what she is, kind of like fidgeting with her fingers and her thumb. And then right here it's kind of doing the same thing. I don't know, she's kind of just fidgeting her hands around. But yeah, the legs here, you kind of see her right leg coming down, almost crossing her left leg, comes down over here, and then you see her two shoes. The dress, almost reminiscent of the hair, like all these different colors. You have pink, you have blue, you have like a sea green, and then you have different shades of pink, different shades of blue. Nice juxtaposition with the hair. You can see both of like the colorful hair comes down, very flowy, almost kind of like wind, and then you have also the dress, just kind of just like both mirroring each other. Very nice. And then there's some details under her hair. As you can see, her butt is actually nicely shaped. You see her thigh and her leg down here. You see the curvature of the bottom of her butt, and you see some wrinkles right here behind the skirt of the dress. The belt is kind of going down under her back. You can even see like some nice details of her back. Like you see the little spine right there, and then the feathers that we talked about that kind of go around the top of her dress. They kind of still continue on to the back under her hair. You can see right there. Pretty nice. Her figure is actually pretty banging. Like look at that. Wow, look at her back arch. Very nice. She kind of like protruding her butt outwards a little bit. Look at like the pose that she's kind of giving. Pretty cute and sensual. And for those who are wondering, for you pervs out there who want to know if you can see under the dress, you can't. So like basically the dress cuts off. You can kind of see it on here if the camera could focus, but like the dress actually cuts off right in the middle of her calf. You can't even like look underneath. It's just kind of like two cut off legs that are attached to the bottom. Then you have her golden like heels right there. You can't really see much. It just kind of ends. So the legs just kind of end like right before her knee under there. And you can't remove the base. And yeah, so like, I mean, I'm not mad that you cannot look under her dress. I mean, it's kind of like a mermaid type dress where it's like really tight from like the top all the way to the bottom. It just kind of flares out. For those who don't know, this is called a mermaid dress, right? So that's the style of the dress that they gave her. And so just like the hair, where it's like not as flush as I'd like it to be, you kind of see the separation of the colors. I kind of wish they just kind of hit these imperfections, or maybe like sanded it down a little bit to make it a little more flush. It's also applied to the dress. So what I noticed as well, as you can see right here, you see like this, it's kind of rough. You kind of see the lining opposed to like everything over here. Like the dress is almost seamless, right? It's very seamless. The way they add like these little wrinkles and these little added tails to the dress right here. But then you have like these parts right here, right? These little parts that they're not really as flush. They just don't go too well. They just stand out. They're like little cracks. And then let's finally talk about the base here. The base, as you can see, it's this transparent acrylic bottom, and then they have a bunch of like sun like designs, and you have some stars and sparkles. I don't know, I guess like the whole thing with Princess Celestia is that like she's in the sky. Celestial means like sky, right? So I'm assuming she's like the princess of the sun. That's what I'm assuming. Not too good, but I mean overall I think the statue is really pretty, but when you look in at certain details, it just kind of throws you off. I wish they did more like quality assurance type stuff to the statuette. But yeah, anyways, let's go continue to talk about the pony for a little bit. So the pony also comes in this little plastic bag. So yeah, the pony here, let's go zoom in and talk about some of the similarities to the pony and her anime waifu counterpart. So just like the anime waifu, her entire body is a pale, desaturated white. It's just all white, right? And then her eyes also piercing with like a nice pink purple pupil over there. She has the same type of golden crown with the purple jewel. Her hair very similar as well, multicolored. There's some sparkles and glitter in her hair. It's also wavy as well. And it continues on to her, I don't know what to call this, like the tail of the horse, right? And I do like the golden hooves right there. Her like horseshoe, or I don't know what to call this thing. It's also golden, just like the humanoids like heels. And then you also have this sun print. I know like My Little Ponies all have like a certain like symbol like that's branded on their thighs, so I guess that's what this is over here. I'm gonna go bring the statue back. There's like this golden pendant that's kind of dangling on her belt. I guess that's what this is supposed to be. She also has the same thing, like what's on her crown, on her necklace over here. And then the Princess Celestia pony also have these wings. And then when you look at the anime statue, I'm assuming that's what these little feathers are on her shoulders. I guess they're supposed to be reminiscent of the pony's wings right here, which I could totally see that when you put them side by side. And then you have the acrylic base, which is basically the same thing as the one that the humanoid version of Princess Celestia has. So yeah, we had talked about the anime waifu humanoid version of Princess Celestia, as well as the pony. Alright, so my overall thoughts, and I'm going to put this pony down because I'm not so much here for the pony. The pony is alright, it's fine I guess. If you're a My Little Pony fan, of course you would want the pony. But I'm here to talk about the humanoid waifu anime counterpart. Alright, so what do I think? I think overall, the design that Shunya Yamashita came up with for making an anime girl woman version of the pony, I think is phenomenal. Like look at the artwork here. Look at the artwork. The artwork is amazing. So many amazing details. I love the colors that he put on it. I love her dress. It's super elegant yet sexy at the same time. But the statue itself just has some problems. Like the design is great. The design is great. Like I see what they're going for. I mean, look at her. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Everything about it is like the design and everything is amazing. I love the design. It's like the design would be a 10 out of 10, right? But the statue itself, it's not. I mean, this is definitely not like a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10. I would still rate this like an overall 8. It's just that I'm really disappointed because when I looked at the art and then when I saw this online and then when I saw it like looking at me through the window of the box, I saw it and I'm like, wow, this looks really good. The statue looks really amazing. I can't wait to open it up and talk to you guys about it. And then as I examine it closer, I just started noticing just these little inconsistencies, right? Like that I showed you. And that's just kind of, I guess it's more of it's a disappointment than anything else. But other than that, I don't think it's a bad statue. My final thoughts, great design. I love her look, all the little details that they put in it. But I don't know if it's just, I just got like a faulty product or maybe just the one that I got physically. Like this one I'm holding in my hand just has these little noticeable things. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I mean, it's not bad. So should you get this? I guess it depends. If you like anime girls and you're like completely like anti MLP, then like don't get it, right? Spend your money somewhere else. You could probably buy, you know, your favorite character that's not based on a pony for the same price, right? This is $160 before taxes, before shipping. It's pretty pricey. But if you are a My Little Pony fan, you know, I've said this with every single iteration of these Bishoujo versions of them. This is a very unique collectible. You could always get like ponies and different versions of them, but like an anime version of like your favorite My Little Pony, it's just pretty awesome. But again, $160 is pretty expensive, but it does come with a pony as well, right? You got this really cool pony. And hey, if you don't like anime girls, right, and you're into the ponies, you know, split it with your friends, right? This is obviously like much smaller in terms of materials used, right? But if you got a roommate, if you got a sister or a brother and you're into the pony stuff, you could buy it, $160. You could split it, right? That's like what, $60? So you could $60 for this and then $120 for this. You guys could like split it, you know what I'm saying? So overall, I think it's pretty cool. The pony, I'm like whatever about. I mean, it's cute, it's pretty, but I'm not a pony guy. But I'm into this. This is really cool. So yeah, if you're a My Little Pony fan, go ahead, pick this up. I highly suggest it. If you're just an anime fan and just likes collecting anime statues that look pretty, maybe not. But if you got the money, if you like collecting cool, unique things, I say go for it. It just, yeah, $159.99 is pretty pricey. But anyways, I think that goes it for my Bishoujo unboxing of the Princess Celestia My Little Pony X Kotobukiya collaboration thingy majuber. Let me know what you guys think of these statues in the comment section below. Do you guys want me to unbox any other Bishoujo statues that I might have, or if there's any coming up that you'd like me to unbox. I will be unboxing the Princess Luna statue pretty soon, if not next, so look out for that one. Don't forget to like this video, possibly subscribe. I do a lot of unboxing videos. It's mostly like anime statues or the like. I also travel the world and I go to a lot of anime conventions and those type of similar events. So, you know, subscribe if you like this content, if you want to see more. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Ready?